Guys, I have bad news. I'm Steven. No, actually, that's not the bad news. The bad news is Twilight Princess isn't canceled, but I don't feel like playing up to the point that I was just yet, so I am going to give you something else to entertain yourselves with. Hopefully, it's not a fucking train wreck. Not gonna watch that because I think it shows you. So, Dragon Quest XI, my first Dragon Quest game, and one of my favorite games I've played this year. I want to give you an idea of how many times I have played it this year. Yeah. I, hope I haven't technically spoiled anything, but, yeah. It's kind of... Well, anyway. My fucking mouse is tangled with my headphone cable. This is going to be a test video because I have redone my computer and all my settings are fucking gone, so if anything gets wonky, that is why. And this video may never see the light of day if the audio bounce and whatnot is too shitty. So, regardless, let's get started. Now, for reasons I won't disclose just yet, I am not going to name myself Serena. So I'll name myself Kalia, even though the character is male. And it's a draconian quest thing. I'm just gonna put on townsfolk trait because I'd rather not have anything else on. And in case you were worried this would be a 2D or a 3D one, your worries will be with it being a 3D one because I've been told countless times 2D mode sucks and I'm not the biggest fan of it compared to 3D mode. So, 3D mode it is. We're gonna go with English voices. I'm gonna go with automatic camera and brightness, not gonna fuck with it. So anyway, let's get started.
This child, he is the one?
There's the mark. There's no mistaking it. What in heavens are you doing here? And after that awful storm, too. However did you survive? Oh, you're a jolly one. What's this? Oh, you poor thing. Come here. Come here. Oh, there's no need to be frightened anymore. You're safe now, little fellow.
You have to excuse if you hear any actual crying in the background. My nephew basically lives with me now, and my family. Not gonna get into why that is.
Thanks so much. You're a lifesaver.
Ryan, you're a lifesaver. Oh fuck, I forgot to turn on autoplay.
Trust me to lose my headscarf just before the big ceremony. So it's finally here, the big day. I can't believe we're going to be climbing all the way up there. Looks like Sandy's keen to lead the way. Come on, best not keep her waiting.
Okay, first of all,
Brilliant!
I'm gonna turn the fucking game down because the default audio settings always blow out my fucking eardrums for some reason. I'll go with 4. Gonna go with the symphonic because from what I've heard of the synthesized one, I don't really like it that much. And here's something that I didn't know was a thing when I first started the game. It is imperative that we do this as soon as possible. Gonna go for ultra fast and classic camera. What other stuff did I want to mess with? Keyboard settings has nothing to do with me. Video settings, nope. Oh, right, Draconian settings, that was what I was gonna do. I don't want that showing throughout the entire game. And equipment, let's, I'm gonna go with great swords for some time. I don't actually care what she said last, but I might as well leave it for people who might want to look at it. You have to excuse me, my mother made me dinner before the video.
Folk of cobblestone, great land spirits, hearth and home. That's how it goes, isn't it?
Woo.
My granddad's been teaching me the prayer ever since I was little. He reckons the spirit of the land really does live on Cobblestone Tor, you see. As long as I can remember, he's been preparing me for this day. The day it would finally be my turn to climb all the way up there and offer my thanks. I just wonder whose idea it was in the first place, sending the village's young folk on such a dangerous errand. What if I take a tumble and do myself a mischief?
Do myself a mischief.
Well, not to worry. Since you and me were born on the same day, I'm lucky enough to have a bodyguard along for the journey. Come on then. That craggy old thing won't climb its... Oh.
What would be Dragon Quest without the slimes?
Monsters! They're coming this way. Watch out!
Now I'm gonna try to not play with auto battle, but like I'll do it if I'm grinding.
Crikey! Don't give up! Get him! Crumbs! Go on! You can do it! Go on!
Gemma might be slightly annoying in this battle.
Crikey! I wasn't expecting that. I know they were only little, but I'd have been done for if you and Sandy hadn't been here to help me. And now we've got to go through that horrible dingy cave. Just our luck. I'll bet you anything that's where those awful things came from. Well, as long as you're with me, I've got nothing to worry about. Come on, let's get going.
So I'm gonna be using a guide for this so I don't like miss anything. Excuse me while I scroll for the guide I was using. Oh my fucking god, why does that kid need to scream so much? I'm gonna... give me a moment. Okay, I'm back. A door can only do so much for a baby screaming now, so you might still hear it. He just likes to, like, scream. So anyway, we got a pot lid. That's a shield. I will not be using shields in this playthrough with the hero. And cobblestone tour up to the summit. We are introduced to the concept of sparkly spots now, which are how you get certain materials for crafting later on. I know that most people who watch this either know enough to not need me to explain it, or just are watching this for the fuck of it. But I'm gonna explain regardless. Occasionally. This is just basically saying, like, preemptive attacks. Now, I wish this counted as a first strike, but sometimes the game will be like, oh, you hit first? Oh no, the enemy got the drop on you. And I absolutely fucking hate that. It's like if you played Paper Mario and got a first strike, but the game was like, oh no, your enemy got a strike on you instead. I'm just gonna fight generally anything I come across, so... It's not really, there's not really much to it at the moment other than just press A. my first spell, which is a fire spell. I will not be using it just yet, though.
Phew.
So if I had to explain why I finally played this game, it was back after I, like, finished, I was playing, Yakuza Like a Dragon, and there's, like, a shit ton of Dragon Quest, there's, like, a shit ton of Dragon Quest references in that game, and it, like, has a similar kind of style to it, I guess, because, you know, RPG. So I finally decided to bite the bullet and play a Dragon Quest game. And what better to do than play the one I've heard glowing reviews about? It was definitely a worthwhile experience that I will not have again for the first time. But I hope I can show you how great this game is in many aspects.
Fight, and fight some more!
You have to excuse me, Gemma is like blowing out my fucking eardrums.
Look at all this fog. Is this normal, do you think?
Help! Help me!
What? Cole?
Ah! Ah! Ah!
Quick! You have to help him! It's not fog at all. It's more monsters. Watch out!
Okay, now would be definitely a good time to use that spell.
Fight, and fight some more! Go on! You can do it!
Don't worry, Gemma will not be with us for the entire game.
Fight, and fight some more! Get him! I'm so proud of you!
I'm sorry, Gemma. I only came up here because I thought it'd be funny to jump out and surprise you. But then those monsters appeared.
What in the world is going on? I never heard anything about monsters appearing on the tour before. But never mind that now. Whatever were you thinking? You could have been killed. You take Sandy and get back to the village this instant.
Yes, Gemma. Sorry, Gemma.
I swear the look on Sandy's face is priceless.
You saved my bacon again. I knew you were tough, but crikey, you really have grown into quite the hero.
They're so aggressively British, it's almost painful.
Not far to the top now. Typical. It would have to go and start raining, wouldn't it? Come on, let's get a move on.
Now, I don't necessarily know if there's going to be regular uploads of this, or whether it be like on a I'll feel like it when I feel like it basis. So this is a really fucking long RPG, so it's not like it's going to be like 10 episodes and then bam, I'm done. And it's not like I'm just gonna blaze through them. I'm still gonna try to, like, get optimal gear and whatnot. And that requires a bit of min-maxing with my equipment and just fighting enemies like 100,000 times until I get a drop that I wanted. Which is not exactly my favorite part of RPGs.
Here we are at last. It's such a shame about the weather. I was really looking forward to that view. Well, we better say the prayer and get this ceremony over with, eh? What was that? Help me! Help!
It's super effective. I don't know what you expected.
We're alive. But how? That great big flash of lightning. It was almost like you made it happen. Look! The mark on your hand! Oh, it stopped. Well, we can worry about that later. All I know is that you saved me yet again. I don't know what I'd do without you. Now, we really had better be finishing up this ceremony. Humble folk of cobblestone, great land spirits, hearth and home. Lift your voices up in prayer, sing it across all our drear. Blessed are we since days of yore, let it be so forevermore. Wow! Look! It just goes on and on and on. Whoever dreamed up this ceremony must have had this in mind. They wanted to show us how huge our world really is. Well, that's it. It's all over and now we're grown-ups. Should we head down and tell
I have to
Granddaddy,
sneeze.
everyone? They'll all be waiting for us at the bottom.
Ow. Could I have muted? Yes. Did I want to go for the fucking trouble of clamoring for my mute button and possibly forget to unmute myself later on? No. I'm not what you call professional. And there's the town folk stripe in action. We're almost getting to the end of the video, I think. I'm gonna get to a save point and then see how this video turned out.
Thank the spirits for that. When we saw lightning striking up there, we got a little worried, I have to tell you. Well, I never. Sounds like it's nothing short of a miracle that you made it back in one piece. Well, there's no doubt about it, the spirit of the land was watching over you. Now tell me, my dear, how was the view from the top?
It was wonderful. I saw the sea stretch into the horizon and the sunlight playing on the water and... Oh, I've never seen anything like it in my life.
You're true Cobblestonians now. Only we have the pleasure of looking out over the world of Erdrea in such breathtaking fashion, you know. You're still young, and the day may yet come when you decide to leave Cobblestone behind. I hope our little ceremony has opened your eyes to a little of what may await you out there. Now, it's high time we were heading back. I'm sure your mother is eager to hear how things went, young man. Don't keep poor Amber in suspense.
I want to check something real quick. Okay, I wanted to see what resources Streamlabs was using.
Home time.
And here's Cobblestone, the town where we grew up. Put Porky's butthole. You thought I was gonna say son of a bitch, didn't you? I don't know what that fucking exchange was. I'm not gonna be talking to absolutely every villager for the record. I feel like that would just grate on my nerves after a while. I am a little impatient. Alrighty, that'll be the episode for now. I hope you all enjoyed. Hopefully this turns out well enough. And I'm not too rusty. Alright, maybe you'll see a new episode like really soon from now. Anyway, goodbye.